Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is our biannual broadcast of Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder, Season 5, Episode 32, The White Whale. We're gonna go ahead and get started with introductions. Go ahead, Tal.
Hello, I'm Taldarius, and I'll be the storyteller for Ascent to Ascend this biannual broadcast. I will be playing allies, enemies, everything in between, but I won't be playing our player characters. And for our player characters, let's start off with Alexi.
Paul just resubscribed for 32 months.
Thank you for that resub, Lightpaw, and the 32 months of support.
Yeah, that was me. Hi, I'm Alexi. I'm artificer. That's the word. Tinker. I make things. They go tick 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 tick. It's really soothing. Gar.
I'm Tochemay, and I'm playing Gar, the Knoll Barbarian. Rar. On to the twins.
Hello, everybody. I am Razim, and I forgot to actually update their names today, so I'll figure out what their names are in a moment. But I am playing the Marten twins. They are a pair of sentient feral psionic incanters. Off to the Rosalia.
I am Tanya Sapien. I am playing Rosalia Natusignus, the bunny necromancer, and the only evil character. The twins are not evil at all. Rose is the only evil character, and you don't need to worry about any evil intentions from any twins anywhere around here.
Hello, I'm Tiberian. I'm playing Snow Shadow of the Vanishing Isles, a monk who loves his alcohol. And much like loving his alcohol, I don't know, barely remember what we've done. Off to you, Timber.
Hello, everyone. I am Timber. I'm playing Timber Dor Jägermeister von Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein. I'm a big Wolven Paladin, captain of the crew, and I might be the dumbest of the group, but somehow I remember everything.
Provided it's not redacted. Then you
Well,
forget,
yeah.
just like you're supposed to. Because it never
Exactly.
happened.
The Queen
Alright.
of Cannon demands stuff.
And
And sometimes she demands stuff, not to be stuff.
Alright, go for the recap, Timber.
Alright, so previous episode, basically it was like nighttime, and then some queen lady showed up, and, well, she was kind of in disguise, but later on we found out she was a queen, and she gave us some paperwork, and the next day she gave us some more paperwork, but it was from a guy who wasn't her, and it was, we were supposed to go find some jewels for her in exchange for, a paper, basically equivalent of a hall pass that could make us go wherever we want within reason. And sorry, I had to belch really bad. Anyways, so I accepted the fact that I was the one in charge of this thing and the most responsible, and they gave me some papers, and I looked at it, and I found a picture of the thing we're looking for. Ah, man, I'm really gassy today. Anyways, we started sailing off, and well, the twins found a friend in the water, and it came up, and I think we're gonna fight it now.
A very big friend.
Yes, it's definitely very friendly. You should give it a hug. We only make good decisions here, folks. But
end.
yes, when we had last left off, there was a bit of a discovery of a creature underwater that the twins kind of brought into awareness.
Tyrants_Templar just resubscribed for 52 months. Bork.
Thank you for that resub, Timber, and your 52 months of support.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Do blurps count towards the hype train?
I have no idea.
I'm going to find out.
Hooray! I'm useful!
They do.
Yeah, I think it went up just a slight bit.
Hooray, I'm useful.
Anyway, where it was a rather prodigiously large whale, one which, by sheer moving to the surface, has completely disrupted the water around all of you, causing massive waves, and there is an extreme sparking of electricity, light, and other things in the area now, as, well, it is, now I sneezed. We're doing great on intros today, guys. Anyway, as it has now followed the twins up to the surface and has seen that there is a ship nearby. Normally at this point I would bring up a battle map. However, there is like no point to making a map because the amount of tiles that this thing would take up on the map would be ridiculous. It would be an absolutely unreasonably large map just to fit the enemy. So we're not going to do a map today with this.
Well, we could just use the new ship as far as where people are in the deck, if that even matters.
That is what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I was just letting people know that there's not going to be like an actual battle map, because if there was, it would have to be like unreasonably large.
So we're doing this like ye old Final Fantasy games, when you're fighting the big boss and they're off screen.
Mostly
absolutely. That is absolutely what we're doing.
We just see one of its eyes on the map.
I know that's a reference to something, but I can't place it.
Sunless Sea.
I wasn't making a reference, but sure.
So let's go ahead and get...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, let's go ahead and get all you beans on the combat tracker as well. And you all can roll some initiative.
For the Kazorn! Hell yeah.
For the Kaizen! Holy crap, it works.
Hey guys, look at ATA. Triplets.
Am I actually second in initiative queue?
I suppose I should probably switch to the boss fight playlist instead of, the nice peaceful tavern music.
Tavern music.
Don't worry. Look, it could just want to drink.
Is there to soothe us. The music is there to soothe us before the end.
Look, the The enemy might just be there to have a nice drink of seawater that happens to include your ship in it.
We're the worm at the bottom of the martini glass.
Yeah,
Now,
basically.
there's-
Yes.
I'm pretty sure if you actually look, it's a full house.
Don't worry. We're not playing Pinocchio yet.
Yeah, I took the screenshot though before the other people rolled.
And for once, I rolled really good on initiative, but I don't know what to do.
Punch Kitty not so useful in this situation, I suppose.
To be fair, there is plenty of stuff that you can help with on the ship. That would be very important.
Like cannons.
Yeah, especially the magical cannons.
Also should probably put us all on the map.
Yeah, I'm going to in a second. I'm just
Okay.
getting its token down.
What the? What? You can go first-person perspective on the map?
Yeah.
Does it respond? Oh, it responds to WASD. What?
Yes.
What?
They
Wait
have
a
been
minute.
they have
That means
been
we-
making some incredible changes to Fantasy Grounds.
I would just like to point out, if you can add walls to this, that means this can run Doom.
Yes.
You can add walls, and there's lighting mechanics and such, as I was demonstrating on Friday, where the Lich boss that they were fighting kept teleporting around the arena, and they only had limited view based on what lighting they had. So they had to keep finding him in the darkness.
But still going to reiterate, it can run Doom.
We've come up with a theoretical way for crabs to run Doom.
This is
I've
true.
seen people put it on a potato. I've seen people put it on a pregnancy test.
Look, if we ever find some ancient alien civilization's computer, we're just going to have to beat the engineers away because they're the first thing they're going to attempt to do is get it to run Doom.
This is true.
Well, Blue Bat, I will say that you can play Doom with Scar. Just saying.
All right, everyone. Movement lock is now off. I will
All right.
also helpfully remind all of you that you have 2 magical cannons that are stronger than the rest of your cannons that you are able to move to wherever you want. Let's go ahead and make sure that all of you are on. If you look at the leftmost, at the castle, I'm just going to go ahead and start dumping people on it.
As is my right as a Necros, I wish to influence the action economy. I would like my
Alright.
minion tokens.
I'm already in hold. I'm already in the hold.
Yep, that's why I skipped you. Then Timber.
I believe Rose was right here because she had gone to the railing immediately, just like, oh, come on. Wait, am I? Oh, I'm super positioned. There we go.
Which side of the ship is the whale on?
Oh, good. Good question, actually.
With
Gonna
how
flip it.
you had set it up, trying to remember.
Just flip a coin for port or starboard.
Or I think it actually
that's
might
fair.
be behind us. If I remember.
Well, because you guys
Yeah, it's
were
approaching, but Is it approaching direct behind or off to one side?
It wasn't like directly behind, because remember you guys were doing circles around it, and since you were doing circles around it, I think it was starboard. I think it was on the starboard.
Then Rose would have been on the starboard side. Right about yeah.
That's right for all the land lovers.
Yep. As a reminder, there are 2 magical cannons that are not actually on the map itself, and just sort of start and exist wherever you guys want them to.
I do believe those are the cannons we used for Atlas.
All right, you did take the magical cannons.
Atlas would be like, come on, can I move it? There, Atlas would be either right here or right here.
I thought it was deck down.
No, he has to be on the top deck because, well, if you look at the lower decks, where would you put him?
Yeah, I just remember him being rigged up to all of the oars.
No,
Yeah,
that's,
it was
that's
a
the other
linkage.
one.
Oh, actually, yeah, it would have to be back here then, because there's a linkage that connects between the helm and the rowing galley, because Philippides was rigged into the helm. So if we're planned on linking Atlas into it, then it would definitely be behind the rear mast.
By the way, I just need to say, of your minions, Billy and McRib did amazing, and then Jeffrey sold.
I believe I retired Billy, McRib, and Jeffrey after the Knoll battle.
Oh, you did? Like, permanently? Okay.
Yeah, it's how I was able to have enough command points for both Atlas and Care. Because all 3 of them were bloody skeletons, so they were eating up a lot of command points. So I made the executive decision not to bring them back.
I thought you did that temporarily. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah, I have an active summons player note that gives a full list of what I currently have.
Let me go ahead and yoink that up then. Wait, no, not books. Books is the wrong thing. Player note.
Ignore the 24 pool 9 maintenance up top because I haven't fully updated the costs there.
All right. Do you want me to put down Care on the map?
Yes. Rose will only be climbing into Care if needed, because considering there's going to be a lot of ranged engagement going on here, she wants to remain agile.
And Care was a bone horror. And was one of the 10 hit dice bone horror.
I'm surprised that Atlas is technically superpositioned, but there is no, like, center line on this map, so...
Yeah, technically. I just moved him to the... I don't care. He's not going to be moving too much.
All right, everybody.
Yeah,
so-
so
thumbs up.
in this engagement.
We'll get started in about 2 months once we're done with all the skeletons and undead.
Nah, there's only 2 this time. I thought there was more, and then got reminded.
Oh.
That, oh wait, yeah, no, they're retired.
Okay.
Well-
1 month.
Don't worry, there's
So-
just an AK on the field.
Well, Atreus, doesn't he follow my command queue? The Chiefy?
Yep, but I don't have a token made for them, so I'm just going to convert one real quick.
Hey, we're
I'm just gonna
down-
I'm just gonna do a quick and easy one and take McRibs and just rename it.
We are facing down a whale the size of a football stadium. I am bringing in every single thing I can use to saturate the action economy, okay?
That isn't gonna help, but okay.
It'll make me feel better.
What do you think saturating the action economy against a whale that can eat your entire ship with skeletons and summons is going to do?
It gives me extra time so I can finish writing my last will and testament.
But it all happens simultaneously, technically. Alright, anyway, this was your corpse puppet. You guys are level 9, so it'll have 8 hit dice. So it'll have like that much health, I think. About on average. All right, just to double check, is this where everyone wants to start?
Oh yeah, that's right. The twins were in water.
They were like over the whale because they just like went up.
Yeah, no, Snow and Timber were fishing off the back end or the back end of the ship, so this would be the appropriate place.
Are you just gonna leave that rope there like that? Not even coiled up?
I think uncoiled rope is the least of our worries right now.
Also, it's not represented the best, but those are like your tie-off points for your sails. Because you have 3 masts. So those are the rope tie-offs.
I'm very, very afraid.
Not like too frayed, but like, you know. Ropes go fast-ish.
I think
Well-
we're ready to begin.
All right, in that case, first off, it'll be Snow's turn. What would you like to do, Snow?
Snow has no idea what to do with Atlas or cannons because he has no proficiency whatsoever in those things. So why not? He's gonna hop into Atlas and try and fire one. And let's be honest, the movement of 70, I'm pretty sure I can make it to
Yeah, you
Atlas
make
in one go.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay. Hold on. We're just going to pretend that he's in it because then I can't get my token.
Normally, when we do that, we just sort of like set you
Perfect.
off behind.
Sounds
Yeah, and you know that works out great because that means that Atlas's cannon rolls will be using Snow's accuracy rather than Rose's.
Sure. Snow doesn't have cannon proficiency, but he's got Dex. He's got a lot
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
Dex.
say you got Dex.
Well, he has 2
Well,
cannons. Use one as the ranging shot.
Because the thing is, with the way that this works, even if you have shit skill, you can make a roll to try and basically like assist, you know, Atlas's roll.
You know what? Why not? Snow will attempt to aim this thing in a general direction of the whale.
Not like it's a hard target to hit.
Well, it's not going to be a hard target to hit with touch AC things. With actually getting through its skin, however. Otherwise known as this thing has literally a touch AC of 0.
I mean, to be fair, guns do have a touch AC if you're at a close enough band.
You should get very close to this whale.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Do not. No.
Well, if we do,
So
make
what-
sure to do it bow first so we can use the flamethrower.
So I guess Snow is going to do an assist roll to Atlas. I don't know what. I guess Dex.
All right.
Okay, here we go. 15.
Success. Atlas will now have a boost to their roll.
Yay. And that will be Snow's turn, because that's about all he can do.
The
All
damage.
right.
Since it overlaps with snow, yeah, having Atlas immediately fire. Firing one barrel. So
This is
can
for
both-
your chiefy.
Alright, so I have, even though they're all technically subordinate to Rosalia, I have to do them in the order that they're on the thingy.
Yeah.
Initiative order.
Because you said you wanted them all on the initiative order, so they're all on the initiative order.
That's why care is way down at the bottom.
Hey, look, you declared your right to have them there, and I went, okay.
Oh. Alright. Ordering Atreus down to the cannon, the rowing gallery, to assist, to assist Alexei and Gar keep the cannons reloaded as much as possible.
Yep. As a reminder, that is also where your conscripts are mostly rushing to.
Bunch of teenagers with an entire row of cannons. Nothing can go wrong.
Yep. In their first actual combat. On the ship.
And kobolds on the ship somewhere.
Yes. But they do helpful things, and then you realize later that they were being helpful. So, that will be that turn. Now it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to do... I'm going to attempt to use Curse, because it's one of my longest range attacks, and two, because really hoping that it works.
All right, and what does this go against?
To do... Target suffers... Okay. Okay, so I am spending 2 points to do the Ghost Strike. It's been so long since I used the thing. I'm trying to find the specific effects for Clumsy, because that's what I'm going with. Oh, never mind. I'm going with Greater Pain. Whenever the victim takes damage, they're staggered for 1 round. I don't know if it's immune to stagger, but we'll find out.
You will find out. It does have certain immunities.
Well, I've got enough spell points that I can try. I can try different things.
That you can.
Oh, page is locked. Not 33 yet, dingus. 11. There. That's basically all I can do that round. And now Atlas is firing one of the cannons.
All right, but what does it roll against for your curse? Or what do you roll against it? Like, are you looking for touch AC? What are you looking for?
It's been
That's what I was trying to ask.
Oh.
Because you did an offensive action, and I don't know what defense or roll it has to make.
Well, it says Curse is a type of Ghost Strike, so let me take a look at Ghost Strike. I can find it.
Should be near the top of your Death Sphere page.
Alright, hold up. So glad I kept that tabbed. Ghost Strike. Does count as a touch attack. And it's kind of considered ranged touch. Nothing saying anything about resistances here. Ghost Strike. Curse. I'm not seeing anything about resistances here.
So it's a
Or
ranged touch
specifically.
attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because there are ones where it says, like, on Exhausting Strike, where it's Fortitude negates. So you were doing Curse?
Yes. And Curse
Will
does will negates. There it is. I skipped right past it. So it roll for will has to beat 22. I'm assuming that's how it works.
It has to beat whatever your caster thing is. Which let me double check, because I know where to find this, and this gets asked a lot.
Your spell save DC.
Yeah, well, your spell saves DC.
The big problem with having entire months between games is we forget how mechanics work.
Yep. Alright, so saving throw DC is equal to 10 plus half caster level, plus caster's casting ability modifier. So for you, that is probably a like 20 to 21.
I say 21 because that's the bigger number.
Well, what's your int?
My int?
Yeah.
Plus 6?
Yeah, so 21.
Alright, so has to beat a 21 on will.
Alrighty. Luckily, for you, that's its worst one.
Yay!
Unluckily for you, that's a relative number and it made it save. So it does not get cursed.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep. But hey, that's the life of save or suck.
Yep. Unfortunately, they sometimes save.
Yep. And then sometimes they'll suck, but you know. Alright, now what were you having Atlas do?
Firing one cannon at the whale.
Alrighty. Would you like to make the check, or do you want me to make the check?
What would I be rolling?
Well, first off, because of the assistance, you would be rolling a 1d20 plus 11 for accuracy.
Well, it's better than a 1.
All right. And that will not get through its AC.
So magic infused cannonball just ricochets off the blubber. That doesn't bode well.
Yep, because this thing doesn't have DR. And it doesn't need it.
I need to advance the actor thing, don't I?
I think I need to, actually. I don't know if you have actual control over it. Which, this will bring it to the white whale's turn. As it will just go ahead and swim a lot closer to your ship. And you're able to see that it is a heck of a lot larger up close, because it was actually a decent little bit of way. And that will be the white whale's turn. It is now a lot closer.
Okay, so, how far away exactly?
So from the ship right now, it has gone from 200 feet away from the ship to 40. So now it's 40 feet away from the ship.
Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and throw a nice blast. Because blasts are always fun, right?
Yeah.
Probably not a fire one. I don't think that's going to do too well against, something in the water. Probably not electric, considering it's got the lightning going across it. So we'll go with frost. Which might stagger it.
I mean, there's a lot of water to freeze. It's just salt water.
This is what I want. Apologies. Remembering how the hell this all works. We are level 9 now.
See, it's not just me.
Yep, no, it's going to be all of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be all of us.
Trying to remember if this is actually touch or just regular. I think it's regular. It counts as a ray attack, so I think it's just regular.
Likely.
27.
27 will hit.
Okay, not that it matters. Raise or touch, usually.
Razor touch. All right.
Oh.
Orbs aren't usually, but raise are usually touch.
Well, you hit. Anyway.
Yeah, either way I hit. So that would be this many. I'd like to willpower that.
Unfortunately, not a part of this system.
Can I soul boost the one?
No.
Oh. Alright, 13 frost damage, or cold damage. And they need to make a fortitude saving throw or be staggered for 1 round. DC is 25.
Alright, fortitude save.
Yes.
Alright. 25 they make. By 2, but they make it.
Not fair enough.
So, how do you fire a cannon?
So it would usually it counts as a normal ranged attack using, whatever your ranged attack modifier is. With damage, the cannons that you are currently using are, I believe, checking notes, 3d8 damage.
Okay.
Although, I believe you're in the range band where they're actually considered
Touch weapon.
touch. Let me double check. Yep, so the attack resolves against the target's touch AC when the target is within the first range increment of the weapon, but this type of attack is not considered a touch attack for purposes of feats and abilities such as deadly aim. So yes, you are within the range of your cannon, so it will go against touch AC. Which means that will hit.
Okay, and then it's just a plain 3d8.
3d8, yep.
11.
All right.
And then reload.
Well, that's what you have. You have small children there helping you reload the cannon, as
Small
well
is
as
a relative term.
as
I'm
well
pretty
as
sure
the trace.
they're small is a relative term. I'm pretty sure they're actually the same size as me. Anyway, I don't suppose I can just drop a potion of ablative barrier on the ship and give it layers of protection. So I'm gonna fire the cannon.
I will say you do know that there is a magic metal that is layered all the way through the ship that protects it from fire, so it does already technically have a ship-wide buff that goes on with it, making it more resistant to fire.
I suppose I can use my engineering to roll instead of ranged.
Unfortunately not, but I do let you use engineering for things like how much assistance you're able to give to other things firing cannons. Touch AC, yay! You hit.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! And shortly after you two fire, because now that's the end of the cannonade there, I'm just going to have the orphans take their turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's see, do any of them crit and do any of them crit fail? Oof. So, some of you playing with fire there. There were multiple 2s in that roll, but a 2 is not a 1.
Just a few people with scorched faces, that's all.
Yeah, you know. A 2 is not a 1. Anyways, time to roll 27d6 or d8.
Deploying caltrops.
All right. One after another, the cannons along the starboard side of your ship ring out, and each one manages to hit the whale. The whale seems like it's a little bit staggered from it. Not actually taking the staggered condition, but, you know, it just took a significant amount of damage. And you also feel like it has plenty left in the tank.
We basically just fired bird shot at a bear.
Yeah, so it is angrier. You definitely hurt it. But you're not too sure how many more of those you're going to be able to get off. So, yeah. All right, Alexi, anything else for your turn?
Oh, right, where's the...
Timber, where would you like to have the ship go?
All right, so it's to the right of us?
Yes.
Okay, what's the movement of the ship? How much distance can I make it go?
Let me check my notes on your ship. You are able to make it go a total of 180 feet.
That was the exact movement of the whale.
Well, the whale moved 160, but you're not sure if it can actually move faster than that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know you're not supposed to point out when there's an error in your favor, but we are circling, therefore it's cutting inside our circle. So there's that to take into account.
Oh well, no, but he just need to know how far the ship can go because he's going to be steering in a second.
Yeah. And I guess we will kind of go into the right a little bit, right?
Yep. But you know, you're doing some rather like large circles over the area, so it isn't like you have to hit, you know, the fucking initial D drift in order to get the ship going in a different direction.
Yeah. Which way is the wind going?
The wind is, I checked this, going directly behind you currently right now.
Okay, so Timble will continue on the path he's going, and at the last moment try to turn so his left side is facing, you know, towards the enemy.
All right, so basically you want to keep going and then hit a really hard turn to try and swing out your back.
Yeah.
All
present
right.
my left side to the opponent. Hopefully,
Yep,
you know, to get more cannons. Tipple's gonna
Go
yell
ahead.
down to the crew, "I'll present the left side," because he knows not everybody knows
No.
what starboard and aft is.
Well, left side would be port.
Yeah. He's
So
dealing
you're
with
saying you're going to
children.
be throwing that aft in a circle. Got it.
Shake that for me. Shake that app for me.
All right, so is there anything I need to do?
Yes, you need to go ahead and make me, for you, I was having you do your profession checks for this sort of stuff.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll that profession.
For the Kaiser!
All right. With a 22, you can feel the ship strain under the movement that you're having it take. After all, ships are normally not very used to or designed to be making this sort of movement a lot. But this is a rather dire circumstance, and you do manage to do it, as the port side is now facing the whale. You are outside of the touch AC range for it right now, but this does mean that you don't have to spend the downturn in case it catches up to you again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll intone and yell, "Put your K for maidenless woven."
All right, go ahead and end your turn.
What's the end button?
Combat tracker, bottom left corner, the little down arrow.
Okay. It was underneath the map.
Yep, that would do it. All right, what would the twin like to do?
Shide is going to... second verse, same as the first. Might as well, right? That was almost a 3. 27 again!
All right. Hey, we're
really-
going against touch AC.
They are, very in sync today.
Yes. Let me know when they start their boy band.
Alright, 12 points. And Rose, we are echoing off of you.
All right, what sort of save? Is it still fort?
Yeah.
And they fail.
Cool. Staggered for 1 round. And otherwise, they're just going to be, flying above, but keeping up with the speed of the ship.
All right, I'm gonna say that you managed to go ahead and hit it in the eye for your attack.
Cool.
All right, it is Kara's turn.
Not a whole lot that Kara can do because they don't have any built-in ranged weapons at the moment. I believe I was contemplating that, but never actually got around to it. So... Are there any, loose harpoons lying around or anything like that?
No, I don't think Timber wants loose weaponry just sitting around the deck
Fair.
where it could get washed off with a wave. I don't think he'd be very happy about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can Kara operate a cannon? We have plenty of cannons.
They're all
Yeah,
currently being manned.
Bitches
Yeah, they
love
are all
cannons.
currently being... Bitches do love cannons. And you guys are currently outside of your cannon's touch AC range.
I actually just had an idea. How much movement does Kara have?
Let us see. As I am finding all the old notes today. As a horror, one of the slightly rare ones, it has 35 feet of movement.
35?
35.
Alright, let's see if I'll have to burn a sprint. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Definitely burning a sprint.
You guys do have a big ship.
40. Does going down the ladder count as a movement step?
I'm gonna say yes, because that is vertical distance you have to cover.
Right. It's 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So that is a sprint burned. That's their entire action. Actually,
For sprint, you're able to move
Timber
more
was.
than.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
Yeah, so if you do a run, it's 4 times. It's charges where you move up to twice your movement.
All right. So Timber mentions going to port, but I missed it. Are we turning hard to port right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You
Then
already
Kara's going
managed
to go to the.
to do so, basically.
Kara's going to go to the starboard side, and next turn, they are going to grab one of the cannons and take it back up to the top deck.
All right. From which side are you grabbing this from?
Starboard side, the rearmost
Starboard side?
cannon.
Okay. Rearmost cannon. All right.
Despite how big and strong Kara is, I'm pretty sure they can only carry one.
Is Kara waiting for the children to reload it,
Yes.
or are they just grabbing it? Okay.
Do we have any cannonballs and powder up on the top deck? I'm assuming no.
No. But they are also standing right next to where the cannons and powder is.
Right.
Well, at least like the non-spare one. The ones that are like intended for loading. It's all along the back. See all those like boxes and barrels?
All right. Well then, there's something I can do next turn, but I'm pretty sure sprinting down there just burned up all their actions. So
Yes.
nothing else Kara can do quite yet. Oh, I can't progress. You have to click it.
Yep. Back up to Snow.
Snow is going to continue assisting the cannon. After seeing that wonderful shot bounce off with a 24, I need to roll that 20 to hit.
Well, you are providing assistance. You are, just increasing the cannon's roll.
Yep, which is why Snow's not going to attempt to fire the cannon. He is going to continue to assist.
And you assist.
I guess I can't assist twice in a turn?
No.
Okay, then that's about all Snow can do.
Atreus, it would still be assisting Gar and Alexei, however they deem fit. So,
All right.
so I
Storyteller?
guess doing a reload.
Can I use my free action to yell down to hold fire until I give the order to?
Yes.
Hold fire! Not till it gets close!
And you are moving to port?
Yes, Captain.
So then, yeah, Atreus would be following with Gar and Lexi if they switch to the port side. If they stay on starboard, then he's staying on starboard.
All right. Rose, what are you doing for your turn?
Well, since it seems to be too sturdy for curses to take action. Goldie but a Goldie. Burning Fortune. I forgot to say for the Kaiserin.
Yep.
I can only burn 1 fortune per turn, right?
I believe so.
Yes, it is.
What were you trying to do?
You have to keep it.
I was going to fire the chromatic armlet at the whale.
In that case,
So-
give me a magical crit fail there, Zim.
Oh yeah, those are a thing.
Those are a thing.
I can't just use the 2.
No. You don't roll with advantage. If I remember correctly, you don't roll with advantage. You just get the re-roll.
That is correct. All right. This was ranged?
Yep. It was ranged magical.
Well. Okay, overshot. This projectile travels up to twice its usual range. Not sure what that's supposed to accomplish, but we were. Do you want me to just draw a new card?
Yeah, just draw a new card. I don't know what that's supposed to do.
I think it's more of a you can't recover it as easily, but
Could
Yeah,
just say
we ain't
that
gonna
because the
recover
ship-
these.
Could just say that because the ship suddenly turned, she ended up shooting it up into the air like a firework. So it was just a wasted shot.
But funny cards.
I don't want to explode.
Don't worry, you might just get the "let me do it for you" face, like one of the Wolven did one time.
Poor Andolph.
Let me do it for you.
This is already big snoot.
Overdraw. Take 1d4 damage and make a DC 14 dexterity check. On a failed save, lose a portion of your ear.
Again?
Again!
Again? Alright, that's gonna be DC 19, actually.
You better
Yay,
say for
only
the
took
guys
one
on this
damage.
time.
So it's dexterity safe?
Well, reflex, but
Reflex
yes.
save. DC 19.
For the Kaiserin!
Oh!
You bastard! The 19 stared at me and then just slowly walked out the door.
She's mad at you.
Another.
Hey. You could always use a point.
Wait, before we read the card?
I put the card away, but it was that you, on a failed save, you lose a portion of your ear.
Yeah, no, what about the point that Taldarius just mentioned?
Oh, I was about to say, like, you could just spend a point to reroll.
I
But
thought
it's
the
still a point to
fortune
roll. Your
was if she rolled a 1.
I can use the fortune at any point in time. I just have to take the new roll. I can't choose between that and the old one.
Right.
Yep.
So here's the important question: do the ears match, or is one just even shorter now?
For ease of everything, I'm just gonna say it's going to be the same ear, and it's just like slightly shorter.
Activate Vegeta voice. Why is it always the goddamn ear?
All right, so you're accepting it.
Actually, be kind of funny. And potential future plans. If actually it's the other ear, so now they match. Because I
want the
have
other ear?
an idea.
I'll let
I
it be
have
the
an
other ear.
idea for the future. So
All
if
right,
I
in
have
that
that
case,
choice
it's the
now,
other.
then they match.
Yep, they can match.
These natural ones are eerie.
You
fact
have the
that the-
worst luck with your head related things.
It's
I know.
always her. It's the rabbit. The one with antlers and long ears.
All my bits keep getting blown off. I'm slowly
Temple
turning into a cube. I'm being Minecrafted all over again.
Temple taunts to the
um,
camera, and this is why we wear all proper protection equipment.
Okay, last thing before moving on turn. I am taking a one step back, and I'm going to say that's her staggering from the explosion as the thing backfired.
You see, Rose ducked her head, but unfortunately, her antlers and ears did not follow far enough.
And I did a Looney Tunes. They hung behind me. All right. Atlas is going to hold fire. in preparation for firing both barrels once Timber declares the broadside. So consider that a held action.
All right, held action for when Timber gives the word. And it is now the whale's turn. The whale has 1 stack of stagger on it.
I have no idea what that does, but I'm sure it's helpful, right?
Oh, basically it means it can't take a full round action, and it's limited to 1 action.
That is very helpful.
Yep. As it sort of like, blinks its affected eye a bit, and then sort of sinks under the water while still moving towards you guys. It is now under the water. You can still see it, though. Helped along by the fact that it's, still crackling with lightning.
And probably creating a sizable wake.
Yeah.
The question is, can I shoot it?
I'd say yes. It's not behind hardcover or anything.
Cool! Same thing as before. Oh, but 16.
All right. Well, you're going against touch, so.
Yeah. Hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember what I said.
Tanya.
It does not have touch AC.
Tanya, please, microphone.
Sorry.
Ooh, 20! And another fortitude save.
This one it makes handily with a 37.
Oh.
However, you did move it into another section of its health bar.
Ooh, yay.
Note the slightly changed color on the combat tracker.
Just in case for crit, and then
Currently, that's being reloaded, and it's not on the right side. So that cannon is currently being reloaded. It's that the children are helping you out with it, so that way it's not as it doesn't take nearly as long. I will remind you though that Timber swung it around so that way the port side, which is the other side, is now facing. So if you want to, you could go over there and man one of those cannons.
that'll work. I'll just
All right,
do that
Alexa.
instead.
I was just saying, I am willing to let Gar takesy backsy his turn if he wants it.
Oh, that's what he did.
Ah.
See, he's on the other side now.
Yeah, you can't fire it in the same turn that you move.
Well, no, you have cannons on each side. It's that Timber told everyone not to shoot until he gives the word.
Fair enough.
Because right now you guys are outside of the touch AC range, and he wants to let you guys go against its touch AC instead of trying to do a distance shot on it when it has a really high AC.
Fair enough. I will get here and wait for my shot.
All right.
How
Timber.
far is it away from us?
You'd say that right about now it is You move 20 more, so 160 feet away.
All right. Is there any chance I could do a drive-by?
Well, you had the wind at your back. At this
Yeah.
point, you'd have to start doing some rowing things in order to turn back around and go in that direction, kind of. And that would take some people off of cannon reloading duty.
Okay. How far away is it?
160.
160. I guess I'll kind of turn left, and just move that way.
Start building up speed again.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to draw any closer to the whale?
Yes.
All right. I will remind you that it did submerge itself a bit, so it's
Yeah.
not currently above the water.
I was gonna maybe once it gets close, see if I could do a maneuver of try to rock the boat to get my, the boat pointed down on the cannon side. Trying to rock it left and right.
Yeah.
At least that's what he will try to do.
All right.
For the Kaiserin!
All right.
Everybody hang
Yep.
on!
The twins will hang on to the air.
+1 point proud.
+1 proud point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are those related to Jace's dad points?
I have no idea who that is.
Character for another tabletop.
Ah. Alright, I will end my turn. Is there any point where we get close to it?
With your current movement, no.
Okay.
Like I said, you're mostly building back up your speed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another hit.
Yep.
For 11. And DC, another fortitude save. DC 25.
All right, it makes it. So it takes 11 damage. Cool. All right, what are you having? Care do? Did you forget to unmute?
She forgot to unmute.
I forgot to unmute.
All right.
Care is going to pick up the cannon, and Rose, relaying an action through Care, point at one of the larger conscripts, pointed a barrel of powder, pointed another one, pointed a box of cannonballs, and then is going back up top.
All right. Strength checks.
Oh, right.
Go ahead and roll a check at +7.
Why are you like this?
You forgot to say for the Kaiser one.
Can
Also,
I use my fortune for care?
Since it's under your control, I will allow it.
Okay. Where the guys are in? Slightly better, but I feel like not good enough.
What do you mean? That's like double.
How dare you?
Hey, I can count.
Also,
to that.
funnily enough, moving these cannons is a DC 12, so, you know.
Hey,
Look, you have it set up so that way children conscripts can use these cannons and get them into place.
fair enough. Right.
Thank you,
5.
Wolven.
Alright, does this count as being on the ladder? Because the ladder's like between tiles, so.
Yep. But that's because the ladder's wide enough so that way large creatures can go down.
Thank you,
That's
Wolven.
5 to get there. 10. Alright, yeah, 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. No, 35. Because if you go 2 diagonals, then it ends up counting again, right?
Technically speaking, yes.
Okay, so then yeah. Care is able to get as far as the door this round.
Alright.
And theoretically, has 2 people following behind with powder and cannonballs.
Yep, I rolled their own checks to see how much they were able to grab. Snow, would you like to continue to assist?
Yes, he will. No one's asked him to do anything else, and I don't think he has any other things he could do. Oh, hello, Nat
There you
20.
go.
Nice. Your assistance is going very well.
I can imagine it's just Snow just up, kicks it a bit. And that will be his turn.
Yep, good job. Chiefy will continue to assist. And also gets a nat 20 on the assist.
Can't have shaky hands when you don't have a heartbeat.
Yeah, I know, right? Unironically, I posted it in Ascent to Ascent. Just straight up nat 20'd again.
Okay.
Rose, you have just had an unfortunate accident while attempting to utilize your bracelet. Or armlet, or whatever the technical name is.
Alright, 5 feet, various curses in Infernal. 5 feet, various curses in Infernal. 5 feet. That's 15, 20, 25, 30. What is my move speed? 35. Okay, so 35. I'm now on port side, holding action for Chromatic Armlet with... What element should I go with?
The element of surprise.
Hugh. I want to go with fire, because this will be a testing shot. If it proves effective, that means it'll be susceptible to the flamethrower. This is tactical
Remember,
info.
it's underwater.
Yes, and I'm holding until Timber calls out the broadside. It's going to breach eventually.
In theory. If not, we're shooting into the water.
Not the most effective of things, but... Right. Atlas is holding fire. And this is its second round after firing, so both cannons should be ready, right?
Yep.
I'm aware that Atlas will be staggered if it fires both barrels, but we're going for max alpha here, so... You have to do the thing.
Yep, I know. I was just updating something on the side.
Just stacking up so
And
many
it's not to
held
be the,
actions right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's what I'm keeping track of, because yeah, no, they're unsurprisingly basically all the held actions are about to go off. As it is making a capsize check against you. This is a special ability that great white whales have.
It's doing like a belly flop.
No, it's doing a charge attack against you from under the water. At the end of its charge, the whale breaches, then slams down onto the target with incredible force. Any huge or smaller creatures in the whale space must make a DC 27 reflex save or take a lot of damage. It automatically attempts to capsize any boats caught wholly or partially in this area. The DC save is Constitution based.
Would be Constitution.
Yep. So this does mean that it's breaching up out of the water directly next to you. So your held actions will go off if you give the order, Timber.
Oh!
For the Kaiser.
All right.
For the Kaiserin.
Or the
The fuck was that?
A sneeze while trying to say for the
Sneeze.
Kaiser.
Accidentally misaddressed it to one of the old gods. A sneeze.
Yep. Remember, everyone, if you don't roll a 1, you're hitting if you're using a cannon.
Oh, cool.
So you go ahead and roll your damage if you're doing touch AC stuff. And you don't roll a 1. This thing does not have touch AC. And I'm not saying that metaphorically. It has a touch AC of 0. I'm saying this in the most literal way possible. All right. Now let's see how the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 normal cannons do before Care's double, or not Care, Atlas's double blast. Hey! And it confirms. Give me a ranged crit. As one of the orphans does an especially good job.
Now that they hit the eyeball on the other side.
Give me that ranged
one's
crit.
cool.
Let's see what the orphans do.
That one's
Come on,
cool.
blinding card. Blinding card. Make a
Rose,
cannon.
did you say you just crit the eyeball to the other side?
Pierced
Launch it backwards, launch it
thigh.
backwards.
What?
Pierced thigh, double damage.
All right.
Yeah, one of the twins, I believe, hit one of its eyes earlier.
I think you said thigh.
And it was on the other side of the ship at the
I
time.
said-
So I was like, hey, yeah, they hit
No,
the eye on the other side
they
this
were
time.
referencing what Rose said earlier.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the card was pierced thigh rather than pierced eye. I am sad.
Oh, hey! They rolled really good this time.
The point-blank broadside does a lot of damage.
All right. So it takes... All right. It goes to there. Let's see what Atlas's cannons do. Go ahead and make 2 checks for me there, Rose.
What modifiers, if any?
Plus 13 currently.
Oof.
Hey, it's point blank.
Snow, roll for tinnitus.
Fortitude?
I mean, he's inside
I-
the tank. He's fine.
I'm more or less joking, but you're sitting between two cannons that both fired, so that's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
they're
loud.
sticking outside the cannon.
Yeah, fair enough.
If anything, he's the least affected by tinnitus.
Oh, but Rose.
Yeah, you own fun of it.
Oh.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh, you're safe.
It's almost
It
as
might
if
help
I
that
reduced
another
here
one
to
of your
smaller
ears just got trimmed. I should probably actually have it on the White Whale's turn. Not that it matters that much.
Rose is figuring out why Temple is deaf.
All right.
Now I have a question.
Yep.
Obviously, what goes up must come down, so there's nothing to stop the wave coming. However, with all the firepower that was just discharged, is any of it going to be displaced? Like, is the whale going to land a little bit further away?
Oh no, you misunderstand. It's breached next to you.
Yeah, but did we, like, make it fall the other direction? Rather than on top of us?
No, this
Maybe if this was like, I don't know, the bulk monk.
This is you in Ascent to Ascend right now.
Squish.
We're in the movie Free Willy, but Free Willy didn't make it over the breakwater.
No, there. That's more accurate.
I mean, you have plenty of time to consider your fate. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly 6 seconds.
for the cannons that you just fired, go ahead and roll 68 for each.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice.
Hey, just so you guys know, you've dealt a total of 360 damage to the thing. Total. Like, over the fate.
And now it's going to do a 360 on us.
I miss being able to throw people into a well. What Tochemay just posted in Ascent to Ascend. And his name is John Tuna!
Anyways, I need anyone that was on the ship to make a DC 27 reflex save.
I'm going to use Cat's Luck right now. So
I
can
only
roll
have a
twice.
I only have +6, so anything other than a nat 20, I'm screwed.
So we're going to roll the first one. And we're going to roll the second one.
Is anyone within 10 feet of Temple?
Yay, I saved. Thank you, Cat's Luck.
Okay, Kaiser, and look, I know I technically belong to somebody else, but if you could just...
Oh, Gar!
No! No!
What the fuck?
You know what? I'm going to own that because that's Hades saying no.
Go talk.
For the Kaiserhorn!
Or is it Hades saying he wants to talk to you personally?
He's about to. Now,
If this is a reflex save
it
and
was
it causes
27?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Timber.
gotcha.
Here is the most important roll possible for you right now.
Okay.
I need you to make me a profession sailor check. For you would be profession Kriegsmarine.
Yep.
This sets the DC of what it takes for the whale to capsize your boat.
All right.
It does have a floor of what it'll take anyway, even if you roll shit. But if you roll good,
For the Kaiserin!
all right. Just a quick check. Is there any sort of available resources for the party right now?
No cards.
No
But Ido
cards?
just
All
got
right,
home.
well,
Ido! Help!
Hold on. Where is it?
Joke.
All right, the Marten
you're pulling the Marten
filibuster.
Okay.
yep.
Ido, we need help!
Oh, look, the Marten wants an egg.
Egg in this economy?
He's quite spooked by the carton, though.
Not enough air.
No, it's a cold egg.
Tanya Sapien is observing the Chonk Sable.
Well, we got a reroll. And yeah, that's what was going on there, was the, Marten was like, it is cold. It is egg, but not supposed to be cold.
Yep.
Well, here goes nothing. For the Kaiserin!
That was worse!
Well, time to roll its combat maneuver bonus.
Hold up.
My disappointment is immeasurable,
Time for bashing
and my day is ruined.
Nat 20 for Gar.
Okay.
So, we're looking for a nat 20 for, Timber, Ido, because he's the one keeping us from capsizing.
Ido might only care about rescuing Gar. Who knows?
You might want that considering the whale rolled a 49 to capsize you.
Ido, would you like to move that over to being for Timber? Maybe? Please? Another Marten filibuster?
Joke.
He said sure,
Woohoo!
and I'll allow it. Yeah, so here's the thing. White whales have an insane plus 41 to combat maneuvers, and capsizing you is a combat maneuver. So, yes, as this is, basically an opposed roll, the nat 20 will take precedence here, as the whale will slam down on the ship. Everyone who failed their save against the DC 27, which I believe was everyone except for Snow on the ship, will be taking damage here.
No takes no damage on successful reflex saves.
Don't worry, this isn't or have, this is just pass the check or take the damage.
Yay.
My turn to save the day.
Tanya Sapien wants Ido to know. Hades' blessings be upon ye.
All right.
Excuse me, Tanya. There's only one god of death that Ido recognizes, and that is Asher.
Well, unfortunately,
Hades
the
isn't
card
the
is
god
on
of death,
cooldown
he's the
now.
god of- Hades isn't the god of death, he's the god of the dead.
Same diff.
Real quick, Timber.
Yes.
Don't you have that thing that for a limited amount of times lets you auto pass a reflex save thing?
If I
For a dex
pass.
based save? Oh, if you pass, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a reaction to heal myself some.
All right, cool. All right. So, luckily, you guys are not capsized. The whale tries, it slams into you, causes a bunch of damage to you and to your ship. The ship holds, is not capsized, is not broken. There are other issues, however. As effectively everything on the top deck is washed off of the ship. Timber, I'll let you stay on because, you know, you were captaining the ship and got the nat 20, but you're still taking the damage.
Yep.
Snow, you are allowed to stay on the ship if you so wish.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would like to stay on the ship.
And rather unfortunately for a lot of the, you know, conscripts on your ship, they are going off the ship as well. Luckily, they don't take the direct damage, because they weren't, at least not, most of them were not in the way of it. They saw the whale breaching, fired, and fucking ran to the other side. However, there are still open hatches, and some of them are going through those hatches. Alexi, you are being thrown over here. Gar, you are being thrown over here. And Atreus is also being thrown over here. Double checking. Cool. All right. Jade, what are you doing?
I would like to make a deal with a demon.
Storyteller?
Yep.
Can I use my reaction to heal some?
Using a reaction? Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so,
what are you actually trying to do?
Rose is in the water, and several of the others are in the water, right?
Yeah, including about 15 of the conscripts.
Okay, so... What size can I do? Okay, so, Shade is going to use telekinesis to basically take a large section of the ocean up onto the, deck with, you know, people inside of it. And then gently deposit them onto the deck. If that is acceptable.
And hope that more of the seawater, and hope that more of the seawater goes through the scuppers rather than through the grating.
Well, you see, here's the thing about that. Normally, absolutely would. However, for some reason, your powers are only going to be working on actual party members, as I am invoking the longest outstanding fucking game-breaking influence available. The one that was purchased like 2 years ago, or something like that, where the
Holy
first
crap.
actual dangerous situation of that involved the conscripts on the sea would result in casualties.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That one.
So
like 4
your powers
sessions
are getting
ago.
disrupted. Yeah. So your powers are getting disrupted, and you are not going to be able to pull out any of the conscripts / orphans / whatever you want to call them.
It's almost as if there's some sort of magical elder sea beast in close proximity causing signal interference.
Well, I guess Rosalia is the only one that I'm getting up on the ship.
A resplendent offering.
Ooh, Tochemay.
I am not an offering! I am not an offering!
Razim contract.
Thank you so much for that tip, Tochemay. That is the first 2 tiers of the tip goal completed.
All right.
Is Triangle referring to Bermuda?
Hi.
Yeah, see, that one was obvious enough.
Yeah. I don't have to do all of them
Okay.
be completely, esoteric.
But if there are 4 tiers, wouldn't that make it a pyramid?
As soon as Rose starts getting lifted out of the water, she's just going to shout, "No, throw ropes down instead."
Gonna be a little difficult considering you're in a bubble of water.
She can think it.
Didn't she have the ring on?
No, she only equipped that during the dive in the prep work. She took it off after she got rezzed.
Yeah, she did take it off.
Yeah, she's
the
only been
problem
using
was
the ring.
that you did have the option of returning her to the collective, but I don't know if you actually had done so yet.
I don't think so.
But I think you didn't because you didn't know that she had taken
Right.
off the ring.
Yeah.
So no way of knowing then. Got it. Carry on, I guess.
And either way, like, throwing ropes down would still be the same action anyways.
You have no way of knowing her intent there, so unfortunately nothing that I can do until my turn.
Technically, I think there is a save for this.
Right, if she's resisting, what's the save?
I believe
DC
it's
25.
Yeah, but is it will or reflex or fortitude?
I am reading because I was not expecting to need to know that. Will save.
Will save. All right. Make a will save.
Theoretically, you said 25?
Correct.
That is what he said.
I did not pass the check. Alright, so where are you
Up
dumping
you
her?
go. All right, where are you depositing the rose?
The top of the tree. Hang on tight. Actually, no, the salt water would be bad for that. Never mind. She could go the top of the center mast.
Top of the center mast? All right.
I mean, that works. Oh, the
You have
crow's
been
nest.
dropped.
So if it tries to capsize again, I'm gonna get catapulted.
Yes.
Hey, we may be
On the plus
fighting
side-
for our lives, but they are still gremlins.
Yep. And besides, on the positive here for you when it comes to this, it needs to make a charge attack in order to try and capsize you.
Quick question. Do we normally keep somebody stationed in the crow's nest?
Yes. Normally one of the one of the orphans is up there.
I was
But
half
they
expecting
got
you to
lost.
respond with. I was half expecting you to respond with, "Well, you used to."
Yeah, well, that was kind of the implication of me saying normally one of the orphans is up there.
And everything got washed off the deck.
Everything that was
Sharp ball is gone.
Sharp Ball is not gone because Grug was underneath.
Yeah, and Grug would not let go of Sharp Ball.
He's kind of important for the cannon loading thing because he's normally one of the ones that, brings entire like large things of cannonballs or black powder over.
Plus, he's like the only named orphan that we have, so he's not going to be one of the ones washed off.
Look, all of these orphans have names in my notes. It's just that, people like Grug. Grug is popular.
He's the only one that we know.
The other ones have nicknames like the Potion Making Squad.
Yeah.
By the way, you lost one of the Potion Making Squad members. Don't worry, there's more.
Hey, Hobot is sentient as ever.
Yep.
Okay, moving back to that side. And getting ready to fire when it's in touch range.
All right, you are going to have to reload the cannon.
Okay, reload.
And it'll be your turn reloading it.
So on to Alexi.
If we're actually, technically speaking, it's going to be 2 actions to reload it, I think, for the small ones. Yeah, the small ones are 2.
I am going to drink a potion. By which I mean I'm going to cast my Cure Serious Wounds.
That sounds like a good idea right about now. All right, please heal yourself for 26.
Do math. Should be 50. And getting back over here.
Alrighty, so I have conscripts in the waddle.
Yes.
And how close is this thing to us?
It is now close enough that it is literally touching your boat. On the port side. So, if it helps, obviously it's a lot bigger than this, but, it's literally,
right
there.
Timble's gonna taunt and yell over the side of the boat. Try to stay afloat. We'll come back for you. And he is going to try to get this thing going straight.
All right, make your
That's
sailing
so
check.
boring. Gay is much better.
Lamau. Anyway, go ahead and make your profession check.
Yep. Since it's close to us, can while Timble's standing there, can he do a detect chaos on it?
You can, but you get nothing.
Okay. Just gotta, check things off. Let's see. For the Kaiserin!
Uh-oh.
It's because I'm in a hotel and I don't want to yell.
Well, that's not good. Anyone wanna filibuster real quick?
Tiny
already
Sapien
begged.
has sent the Pine Marten on an adventure.
Well,
Well, the problem with doing the filibuster that way is the fact that Streamloots has to wait for the previous card to finish before it shows us the next card.
okay.
So we got to give it a moment afterwards, and that was a nat 20 for Timber. Thank you, Ido. Good boy.
All right.
You've been stockpiling those, hasn't he?
There isn't many games that utilize D20s on this channel anymore.
Well,
There's probably a bunch of these.
there is one other game that utilizes D20s, but it doesn't accept most cards.
Ah, okay. All right. Timber, you will be able to extricate your ship from the, being next to the whale, of which it does try and stop you, but through some very quick maneuvering, you are able to get away from it.
All right. I guess that's my tone, unless I can flip a Yui and try to face it head on.
You would be spending your
Next
action trying to get away from it, so that'd have to be
yeah.
next turn, which is also probably for the best considering that your cannons aren't even loaded right now.
Yeah. We need distance and tone. Let's see.
Yep. Basically, the nat 20 is getting you back up to speed immediately, sort of by riding the crashing wake from the whale.
Okay. So where exactly is the whale now? Did it go back under, or?
Nope, it is on the surface again. And it is approximately like 100 and... It was about like halfway up, but you guys moved like 180. So it's like 180 feet away from you. Directly behind the ship.
180 is, I double check my range. Oh, wait, this is a touch attack. Shisab. Close range, I don't know how far that is.
Your close range is not going to be that
25.
far.
Yeah, it's close range is 25 plus 5 feet for
two.
every other level.
Yeah, for 2, so.
Okay. Then I suppose hold action for Frost Blast when it gets within range.
Alrighty.
And I'll just go ahead and move closer to it. Since, up in the air and all that.
Yep.
Okay, so Timber did successfully extricate us from the whale?
Yes.
Okay, so Because I was thinking if the whale's like directly adjacent to the ship, then Kara could try jumping onto it, but that apparently is not an option now. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Is that far enough to be able to shoot over the stairs?
Yes, especially because Care is large.
All right, then Kara is taking a pot shot at the whale.
For actually, technically speaking, Care is size huge. So yeah, no, they're very capable of having it shoot over the stairs.
What am I rolling?
The whale is pretty far away. Care has a dex of not very good. So, yeah, you're going to be rolling a... 1d20 plus 3 right now. Hey!
Oh, hell yes.
But you're going to have to roll to confirm.
Still guaranteed to hit, though. All right, still
Yep,
plus
you are
3,
guaranteed
right?
to actually hit. Oh, yeah. Plus 3. No confirm, but it does hit.
That one was for spite.
Hey, you do manage to hit, so roll that 3d8. Hey, good hit.
Nice solid hit, actually.
Yep. All right, damage is noted.
You have to progress it.
Yep.
Well, I take it we've long passed where the orphans were tossed in the water.
Yeah, they're 180 feet away from you right now, at least.
Okay.
Right, quick question regarding that. A lot of stuff got thrown overboard, so there'd be a lot of floating debris, right?
Only the stuff that you had loose on the top deck.
Right. Timber, about how much loose stuff would there be that could float?
Temple kept the boat extremely clean.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
This
would you
is
do
something that I
this?
pointed out before, where I was saying I don't think Timber would be having a bunch of loose stuff, especially weapons, on top, where it could get washed overboard. Because washing things overboard is bad, because you lose it. Anyway, so
Stowe knows that this cannon's kind of useless right now, and he hasn't really been doing much with it, so he's now going to bolt down below, and he's going to get to the nearest cannon and try to start loading it, however the heck he figures that out.
Luckily, there are people there to help explain to him how to do it, as well as the fact that, loading a cannon is surprisingly easy.
Snow will do the heavy lifting, because surprisingly he can carry a lot, and he moves fast.
Yep. Which is especially good because, there's a bunch of individuals just trying to get things back in order.
So, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As you guys are currently down to 42 conscripts on board.
8, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, no, he's going to have to sprint for this. So, yeah, he's sprinting down below, and with the sprint speed of, yes. he will make it to the nearest cannonball pile and will next round start.
If it helps, the cannonball pile is back here.
Yeah,
as you can see on the map.
Yeah, he will start. Yeah, he's just going to start ferrying cannonballs at the speed of Cat.
At the speed of Cat, understood.
And that will be his turn.
All right.
Right. How big are the cannon ports?
They are fairly decently sized because, you know, they're meant to put a cannon through and still be able to like angle it and aim it depending on the distance that the enemy is at.
Is it big enough that Atreus could squeeze through?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Rose is ordering him overboard to swim towards the people who also went overboard, and try to keep at least one or two of them afloat.
All right.
Because he's undead. It's not like he's gonna get tired.
Time for your turn. What do?
All right. Rose is sending Svefnthorn out as well. With the instruction to do, I have a drum that's in the bag of holding. He's going to drop that at the first person he passes over, and then find somebody else to scoop them out of the water and start bringing them back. And the two bird missiles that I had active, well, they are still birds. Have them latch onto two pieces of floating debris and start dragging them towards somebody else. Or two other people, I should say.
All right. I will remind you that they are a good bit away currently.
Yeah. But that's going to be their actions that they're carrying out in the meantime while other stuff's going on.
All right.
So she's sacrificing her missiles and her flight ability in order to try to rescue people from the water. Alright, that's minion acts done. As far as her own actions, the whale's right at the edge of her engagement range, so she's not going to bother. She's going to use Chromatic Armlet on herself with negative energy.
All right. Good roll.
19. Why can I not math right now? 42 minus 19.
If it helps, it's 22. Or no, not 22. 23.
Welcome in,
Oh, 23
Conrad.
was.
We've got Conrad here to do some art.
I looked over at Atlas and saw the 41 and was like, oh yeah, 41 minus 19. Hi, Conrad. It was not, in fact, 41. It was 42.
Alright, I'm going to assume Atlas is not watertight.
No. No.
Okay. So not much that Atlas can do. Rose, that's all of her actions. Well, she's stuck up in the crow's nest. Nothing that Atlas can really do.
Atlas is
doesn't have
stagnant.
hands. Anyway. Yeah, so just skipping past Atlas's turn, I guess.
Yep. It is now the white whale's turn. As it is going to use its abilities with lightning to try and hit your boat. Which definitely does. For 37 damage to your boat as it glows and shoots out a bolt of lightning that strikes and scores against the edge of your boat. Definitely causing some damage, but not exactly putting it at any risk of sinking right now. It does make the damage that was done to your port side a little bit worse, because it kind of like scores along that side. The hull tries to light on fire, but the construction of your ship does not allow that, as the fire is quickly sucked away into the metal banding. And it will get a little bit closer.
So, did it get close enough for the held action to go off?
It got 80 feet closer, so... Do you, you had close range, right?
Yes.
In that case, no.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and do some healing this time.
Yep. If it helps, the whale is currently 100 feet away.
Alrighty. Ah, I did set that one up. Though... One moment. Plus caster level, so not actually set up. Or... Okay, it is set up, but did not recognize that for some reason. Okay, well, we can fix that. Okay, have some healing, everybody. You... How many of these do I have again? How many targets? They changed their website, so it takes a moment. One additional creature.
The new formatting is better, but
it is, but throws me off a little. One creature per 2 caster levels. Or an additional one creature per 2 caster levels. So that would be 6? No, 5.
5.
Alright, so... Since I can heal them, might as well. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and, Atlas or Atreus? Rose?
Saying which one would likely need it?
Yeah.
I would say Atlas. Atreus is kind of out of the fight.
Alright.
And possibly out of range.
I did see that I overhealed Alexi a bit. But I don't know how much. I should have paid attention.
Four points.
What was
I
that?
think it actually says that it was 5. Oh no, plus 5 non-lethal. That was it.
Yeah.
So Taldarius, I did send you a DM. I'm gonna leave it to you for a judgment call on that one.
Well, 4 points apparently, so we'll put that on Gar. So Gar, get healed another 4 points. You'll have to do that manually, though. And that's it for me.
And my turn will just be reloading. Second turn of that. On to Alexi.
Can I use engineering knowledge or craft alchemy to reload the cannon faster?
I'll let you use knowledge engineering for it. as you do kind of have practice with loading black powder weaponry.
Looks like it is a 25.
Yep, I'll let you reload it with that. That will be your turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Timber, what do?
Alrighty, how far away is this thing?
100 feet currently.
100 feet?
That is within range of the exact range, actually, for your cannons. However, they are not very reloaded because the below decks was busy recovering from, getting body slammed to the other side of the ship.
I do have a question. This might affect things going forward. Would this trigger Timber's negative trait overprotective? He is unsure if all the conscripts got out okay.
I'm going to reread the wording of that real quick. If one of your allies should fall unconscious from hit point damage. They are not unconscious from hit point damage right now, so no.
Okay.
There is also the question of how important the conscripts are to Timber.
Oh, crap. I just remembered something I was going to ask about, but I completely forgot. Possibly too late for it now. Given the nature of how Poltergeist works for her, would it be possible for her to spend a spell point to send Sycamore out to assist the people that are drowning?
You could definitely spend a point to try.
Right, I'm probably going to do that next turn then.
Alright, so on my turn, Timber's just going to position the boat so it's got a good firing line.
All right. Go ahead and make your check.
And when he's done, he eventually wants to have the boat facing it because he wants to eventually flamethrower it.
Okay, so basically you want to go at about, let's just say, a 45-degree angle so the cannons can still fire, but you could, turn the ship.
Pull into it, yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, let me find it again. For the Kaiserin!
All right, you are able to turn the boat.
All right. Well, I guess Shide will just, had Shide had moved closer to it, would he be within range at this point? Well, he'll just move close enough to fire now. We'll just call that good.
If it helps, your short range should be 45 feet, I think.
And my movement was 35. So still would have been out of range with the 100 feet
yeah,
from
but
the
if you
ship.
move again...
Yeah, now I'm going to move again, so... By the way, another frost blast thing.
Alright, hits.
For 21, and need that fortitude save.
Alright, it passes. What do you want Care to do? It does need to reload the cannon, by the way.
You might be muted, Rosilia.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Care's going to move the last bit of distance to the deck, and is going to begin reloading.
You could also pass off the cannon to the couple of followers that you had Care bring with you with the materials to do so.
Actually, here's a question. Can Care swim?
Yes, but they'd need to make checks.
Okay, then no. I'm not going to risk losing that. Then no, it's just going to get ready for round 2.
All right. If you pass it off to the conscripts, you could take it back next turn, and it would be reloaded.
All right, doing that then.
All right. Snow.
Snow is going. Sorry, go ahead.
What? I was just going to say, if you're going to be wanting to move as much shit as possible, give me a strength check.
Would my muleback cords give me any bonuses? Because that does increase my carry weight to absurd levels.
I'll say
strength
yes,
is-
but not to the roll itself. This is just to
Okay.
It'll just act as a multiplier to how much you're moving each time.
Okay, because my strength is treated 8 points higher than what it is right now.
Yeah. This is just going to multiply the amount of stuff that you bring.
Oh, D20, go. Oh, that's a 1.
You didn't say for the Kaiser.
You never would.
Yeah, I can see.
Well, luckily, this, technically speaking, doesn't have, like, failure states for it, really. I'm just gonna treat it like you get the minimum. So I'll say that you managed to get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom and help them with reloading by providing them supplies.
Sounds good. That will be Snow's turn.
All right. Atreus does a swim. Rose.
Not a whole heck of a lot that I can actually do right now. All my minions are deployed.
And
I've
you
only got
sent
one
off your
shot.
means of getting down.
And I've only got the one shot left in the armlet. Looking at where everybody's health is at. Unfortunately, yeah, not a heck of a lot I can do. I'm just gonna have to pass my turn here.
And you're going a little robot.
All right. Atlas will finish reloading.
Right, and how far away is the whale?
100 feet currently.
Right, Atlas will hold fire until it's either within ideal range or the flamethrower goes off.
All right. Do you just want the trigger to be Timber giving the word again?
Yep, and I'm having Atlas move a little bit over here, so it's not shooting through the mast. And make sure it's not super positioned. No, it's good.
I will remind you that Timber is going at it at a 45-degree angle off of the port side. So now it'll be shooting.
Then he
through
doesn't
the
need...
mast.
Okay, so then he doesn't need to move.
Yeah.
Right there, that's good. So, yeah, it doesn't move.
All right. That Atlas's turn.
Yep.
All right. It is the whale's turn. The whale is going to make yet another lightning attack against you.
Come on, shoot Shide. He's right there.
Do you think that the whale, like, notices you that much compared to the ship it's going after?
No, but shoot me instead.
You know what? Fine. High or low? Gamble with me right now.
High.
You gambled incorrectly at shooting the ship. I rolled a 12 on a D100.
Well, everyone, I tried.
Hey, I let you do the gamble.
And I
For
appreciate
another
that.
41 damage to your ship. Your port side is looking pretty rough now, guys, by the way.
Did we maybe turn to the, face it with the starboard?
And it will get closer. And end its turn. It is now a mere 20 feet away.
I blasted it again.
So it's in range, but we were loading cannons last turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means you'll be able to shoot it in this upcoming turn.
14 damage, make that fort.
Nat 20. The most useless nat 20. Or 14
Hey, I'd rather have
damage.
it there than somewhere else.
True.
And hold for timbers.
All right, holding for Timber's word. Order, Alexi.
I believe I will also hold for Timber's command. Although the thing is really, like, right there.
All right, Timber will give the order to fire.
All right, everyone, take your held actions.
Hit it with everything you got.
All right, Atlas, that's a I
Ooh.
want to say plus
Yeah,
7. That
20.
doesn't sound right.
Hey,
Okay,
roll to
roll.
confirm that, Gar. And that confirms. Give me that ranged crit card.
The whole
You're going against its touch AC right now, so.
Yeah.
The whole confirmation thing is something that I am really glad we do not have in Scar.
Yeah, I'd much rather just being like, hey, I massively got over your evasion score. I'm going, like, right for your head.
Yeah. Ooh. Is this one of the magic ones or?
No, this is normal.
It's
cannon.
regular.
Normal.
Okay.
Ranged bludgeoning.
Winded, maximum double damage.
All right, that's going to be 48 damage from Gar then. 19 from Alexi. Rose, don't forget that Atlas gets to fire.
Yeah, I was asking what's his bonus.
Well, the assists have stopped, so it's at a +9 currently.
Just don't roll a nat 1.
Literally, all this is...
I didn't
You're
roll a
going
nat
against
1.
its touch AC. The bonuses don't matter, you just need to not roll a nat 1.
I did not roll a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, those are 2 hits. Roll your 68. All right, 33 from you, and let me roll those conscript numbers as I accidentally moved timber. That's a pretty decent turn. Good job, guys.
Alrighty. So after the whole cannoneer thing, Tim was toning into it, and he's gonna pull the level.
All right. First off, go ahead and make me that steering check.
Yep. For the Kaiserin!
All right.
I'm not quite sure how the flamethrower works, but Timbo remembers Rosilia said to pull this lever to make it go flushy flush.
The boom button.
Leash.
It's the forward rocket thruster.
It go. Whoop.
You know, blue for fire.
Yeah.
So the reason that I've been distracted for the last couple rounds is that I may or may not be elbow deep in the undead creatures index for Pathfinder, trying to find anything I can that's low enough CR that Rose can attempt to bring somebody back as it.
Wait, are you about to make one of the orphans an undead minion?
Not a minion, just undead. I refuse to accept casualties. You are not allowed to die on my watch.
Not on the watch, just in the arms.
In the arms of the angels.
Blow the fire at the fish thingy.
Can I order a different angel?
Oh, by the way, a fun fact for you guys, because Timber's actually really good at, piloting ships and being the captain, he actually provides plus 10 AC to your guys' ship. There's your ship fun fact for you guys.
Good job, Timber.
Don't thank me.
I thought that you would have.
Thank the Kaiserin.
I figured that you would like that.
So, it does look like I actually have found a possible winner here. Ghost Commoner. So Ghost Commoner is whatever challenge rating the person who died was, +2, and I can't imagine that the conscripts are very high level. And how much of their intellect that remains is variable, but given that it would be a guided reanimation, I'm assuming that she'd be able to actually, make a solid tether.
I'm kind of excited to see what this fancy flamethrower does.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
First off, your ram will be successful. Please go ahead and roll 8d8 damage.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh wait, no, actually roll another 2 dice. I double checked my notes and realized, oh wait, yeah, you guys actually did have the ram on the front, so you get an extra 2d8. For 33 damage. And it is time for your flamethrower. Just a reminder that your shipwright, he was throwing a lot of bottles at you at the ship. Remember, every single time you came in, he was throwing bottle after bottle after bottle of alchemical fire onto your ship. This baby is loaded. As you flip the lever, Timber, first off, you realize you actually have to put some elbow grease into pulling this. And this is you having to put some elbow grease into it. It does not turn easily. It does not flip easily at all.
It's the safety.
You basically have to take 2 hands and like throw your entire body into actually pulling this lever.
Yoink!
And the moment you do, you see something absolutely beautiful. As it's not quite a giant conflagration in front of you. No, it is not messy. It is a very focused device. So, with all of the alchemical fire that was fed into your ship, please go ahead and roll. Where is it? Uh, 100d6.
Good God! How do I get 100?
Dude,
you get 100 because he. Yeah.
No, I mean, how do I get 100 of those?
Yeah. If you type it into the thing and you do that, yeah.
Without the dot?
Yeah, without the dot. Like this.
Jesus.
I love that it's 333.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
For the Kaiser!
Oh, we were so close. 369.
You don't want it. You don't want it to say 9 because that means no. And
yeah, 3, 6.
Yeah, it's all numbers that Timber can count, not together but individually. All right, as a very, very focused, it's not quite like a beam, but it's kind of like close approaching one. Ignites out of the front of your ship and absolutely sears into the whale and its flesh. As you impact it, your ship gives a bit of a shudder as the whale is much bigger than it, but you had your speed behind you, and in addition to that, you have the benefits of this fire. As your flamethrower will absolutely cut through the blubber, the flesh, everything to do with it. And it is very clear that that is killing this whale, as there is now a hole through it.
I mean, the wound's cauterized.
I love the smell of alchemical fire in the morning.
In other news, your flamethrower has now been discharged, is empty, and the lever slowly clicks back towards the unflipped way.
May I attempt something?
Yes.
May I attempt to, or is it skills? Not sure if you knowledge arcana or use magic device to get a approximate estimate of how much power was discharged there.
Yeah, sure. Give me either.
Well, they both have the same bonus, so going with Knowledge Arcana. Oof. I don't want to burn my last luck point on that, so keeping it.
All right. With that, you would realize that, yeah, that was probably all of the bottles of alchemical fire that the dwarf was throwing onto your hull, like, every time that you went and checked on him. Which had a minimum amount, you're pretty sure, of at least 100 bottles of fire.
All right.
That was the
I'm making a new
equivalency
note.
of focusing 100 bottles of alchemical fire into a single, like, beam of fire.
So basically, because there was the warning that it's possible to overcharge it and have it break, or at least prematurely discharge, she now has an estimate of how high it's gotten and has not overloaded. Got to calibrate the fuel gauge, you know?
Yep.
So we're hearing at 100 is the limit.
Well, you don't know how much was spent to cause the process or what the value of the exchange rate is, but you do know that the absorbed amount that was able to be discharged was equal to at least 100 bottles of alchemical fire.
Yeah. Suddenly reminded of that back and forth. Man dies after playing a video game for 71 hours straight. Top reply. So the limit is 70.
Fun fact, because it took alchemist fire, that was also the equivalency of about 2,000 gold, I believe. Yeah, 2,000 gold in a single attack.
So countless.
So I don't know how you guys feel about, or at least Rose feels about realizing that, yeah, that thing can spend at least 2,000 gold just to attack once and then empty itself.
I think this was a worthy use of that, though.
Oh, yeah, no, but like, just the equivalency of realizing that you might have to keep that thing fed.
All right. Aside from all of that fun stuff, portal staff. If the target is willing, they can be brought through on their own from a point A to point B, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm using all 5 charges to pluck 5 people out of the water. Not even bothering to check if they're alive or not, just getting the bodies onto the ship.
Yep, so you're going to notice something really quickly, which is that this isn't very surprising once you think about it for half a second, but they all show signs of having been electrocuted.
Storyteller?
Yep.
This thing's completely dead, correct?
Absolutely.
All right, Temple's going to discharge the cannon gear on it, for Brutus.
All right, you may do so. Please remove 1 ammo.
Yep. And he's going to start turning the boat around.
Yep, the body slowly starts to sink.
The
It's
twins
mostly
are
blubber float.
the twins are going to start harvesting.
Because of course they are.
What are you trying to harvest?
Get the electric land! Get the electric land!
Everything.
Yes.
We can fit it on the ship, right?
No.
Okay, alternative idea. We
Anchor chain?
harpoon it and tie it and, drag it along with us.
Yeah, you use the anchor like a fish hook.
Storyteller? Can the twins get a image of Temple trying to see if maybe even a canonist could drag this thing? Probably not.
The answer is maybe if it limped along slow enough.
And then the whole image of how much bigger Arcanus is compared to this ship.
All right. Quick question. It was a sperm whale. Was the type right?
I think it's more Swiss cheese and cooked.
Well, if it's a sperm whale, Rose would request at least one tooth from it as a trophy.
I suppose the twins will set about harvesting whatever people are requesting from it.
Just anything that looks important.
Yeah,
Snow?
important stuff, like the cannonballs.
Snow's going to be grabbing Alexei, and with his special first, was it medicine satchel, he's going to drag Alexei to the deck and see if he could do anything to the orphans. Help them in any way.
By the way, yes, it would be considered a sperm whale.
Hey, Snow, try to get the cleric guys. We got a couple of those.
Snow can carry Alexei.
I will say the redemption was specifically for the orphans.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean Snow's not going to try.
Yep.
Oh boy. Gotta be fun in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Alexei, this one is not a standard medical satchel. It is the magical one. It is the first aid one. So you can expend 2 charges and it does something else. Pull that up. The wheeler can expend two uses of the specialized healer satchel when performing first aid to heal a character at negative hit points to 0 with a successful DC 20 heal check.
I'm just going to let you know that the people that you're fishing out of the water are not alive.
Fair.
If it says anything, they were taking around 40 damage or so each time the whale used electricity. So they've taken a total of 78 damage.
Yeah, they'll cook.
Okay,
Okay,
Oh,
so when
sorry, I
they
thought
get
you were
fished
done.
out, when
That's
they get
why I
fished
said
out,
they've been electrocuted.
As an electrician, like what level of electrocution are we talking? A light kiss? Or are we talking Marmot
Extra
in the
crispy.
Transformer? Marmot in the Transformer, got it.
They kissed the
Yeah.
North Flash.
Cooked, but because, they were in the water, it could be worse, but yeah.
They were in salt water. It is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying for the charring effect.
Okay.
I'm going to keep that to myself because actually salt water goes to ground very, very well and doesn't spread, but I'm going to, keep that to myself.
This is fantasy. It was magic.
This is fantasy, and it is using magical lightning.
I know.
All right, so I've put 2 spell points into 2 rounds of Poltergeist, instructing Sycamore to assist in retrieving bodies. And I'm burning 3 channel energy points to begin a greater undead resurrection, bringing back the youngest one she can find as a ghost commoner. That's a 1 hour process of her reeling in a chain, but that will save. It would be noted that she is straining for breath the entire time. It seems like the collar is not liking what she's doing.
All right. So that will result in one of the 15 being resurrected at the end.
Yeah, it takes 1 hour per one, but she's going to be repeating this process, and I'll have to repeat the will save each time. That's what the thing in the DMs was about.
Yep, I figured. So let's see how many will saves you get through.
All right. Well, I have if I can find the page, I have enough channel energy for 2 more attempts. That would be a total of 3 hours elapsed. Right. Fighting back a little
that
bit
one
better
will
that
be a
time.
save. One thing to note is that as this process ends, the collar will not be loosening. Once you're through your channels.
Don't care. He's doing it for the right reasons. But yeah, that is her. Oh wait, no. I have 3 spell points left, and I can use either spell or channel for that. So 1 more round, and then she is 110% tapped out.
All right. Roll, roll, roll. Consistent.
Very consistent.
Is that the Timber just saying no, no, no to Hades?
It was that person's time to die. 9! Okay, it was that person's time to die. 9!
Kaz was over there going 9, 9, 9.
So just gonna go over here, just slumped against the mast, completely and totally tapped out.
Alrighty. That will leave 11 still dead, and you're going in order of ascending age?
Yes.
Alright. Noted
She's
in
gonna-
my notes.
She's going to keep going until she's pissed off Hades enough that he ends up either killing her through strangulation or she just blacks out from it.
Alrighty. But yeah, good job with the fight, guys. Unsurprisingly, having an entire broadside full of cannons is really fucking strong at close range.
Right, because it was the broadsides that killed this and not the flamethrower.
To be fair, every time you broadsided, it was doing triple divot damage.
Yeah.
Like, unironically, basically every single time, even the orphans were dealing like 100 damage with the cannons that they were shooting, because all they had to do was not hit a nat 1.
Man, it's almost like there's a reason why the Wolven use cannons a lot.
To be fair, there's a reason why everyone who manages to get their hands on enough cannons to use on their ships uses a lot of cannons.
Yeah.
Like, because I will say, the technological balance of this world is a little bit weird, but obviously as a naval-based world, that's because most of the technological output has gone into ways of ships killing other ships and ships trying to survive being killed by other ships. So, your cannons are more advanced than your guns are, to say the least.
Especially Wolven ones.
Yeah, but you don't got those.
Yeah.
But you do have
Tip was
Dwarven
o-
ones, so, you know, it's
Tip
pretty...
was over here going, yeah.
You do have Dwarven ones, though, so, you know,
Still pretty good quality.
But yeah, just to go over the results of this for a bit. Your port side is heavily smashed up, first from having taken the brunt of the whale's landing. That has sort of crunched through, and the things along that side are a bit more damaged compared to other parts of the ship. Luckily, everything important on that side was higher up on the ship, which just means it got crushed and is not currently taking on water.
We need to find a safe port so we can at least repair ourselves before we try taking something else on.
You did luckily pick up a bunch of repair supplies
Yeah.
before setting out on this trip. So even if you just, careen yourself somewhere, you find a good careening spot, you could, get to work on repairing a lot of this damage.
There's also the fact
as long
that
as
twins don't need to breathe and can just, they are a two-man construction crew by themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a reminder, most of the damage is above the water line.
Oh yeah, if the damage above the waterline is far easier than below.
Yeah, so they could just literally just float there and repair it.
Yeah.
It would be
It's just
easier
more
on
about
a-
taking the time to do that.
Got freaking creative mode flight.
Well,
You literally have it too. What are you saying? You just put on Svethenthorn and you have it.
Yeah, but there's the flat flap and the up down and the noise, whereas they just they're there. They're like a balloon.
Don't they fly by growing wings and then still having to flap around?
Yes.
I thought they levitated.
No. They grow wings.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, there was a whole episode where he made Tempo fly too.
Yeah, they can telekinetically lift things. It's just that they fly through wings.
All right then.
Because it has a much better speed and maneuverability.
Well, also because that's how the spell worked.
Well, yeah, but
Right.
also, technically speaking, they could, telekinetically lift themselves. It's just that their telekinetic, lift and move speed thing would be, kind of garbage in comparison to just growing the wings and flying.
Right. So time's passing at the moment then.
Yep, basically we're gonna go through some aftermath stuff, and then it'll be about time to end.
Right. At some point in time, Rose is going to check in on the librarian and the dragon.
Somebody
Alright.
give me a casualty report.
yeah,
I guess-
Snow will start dragging all the bodies, finding whichever ones the Rose doesn't take, he'll be wrapping up in at least some kind of cloth laying around.
Yeah, if it helps, you'd be probably doing a good part of this while Rose is, doing her resurrection thing, because this is going to take her an hour per individual, and she's resurrecting 4 individuals.
Which would also mean, if Snow's right there, that he would be very aware that with each consecutive one that she raises, her breathing is becoming more labored.
Alexia is starting to make sketches.
What do you making sketches of?
Rose's antlers.
Okay. Noted.
Specifically the antlers, because it was the ear that got chopped off.
As for-
Specifically the antlers.
All right, Snow, you were checking on the librarian and the dragon? Is that what you were doing?
That was Rose.
Yeah, after the resurrect. Yeah, after she's spent all of her spell points, she's going to check in on the librarian and the dragon.
Okay. So, checking in on the librarian. First of all, do you speak Draconic?
Nope, but not like she can talk right now anyways.
Yeah, librarian is obviously more than a little bit upset. Luckily, as previously mentioned, no, it wasn't really like a water issue on that level of the deck. It's just more about the fact that, some of the bookshelves are against the wall, and when that got crunched in and was also additionally damaged by lightning scores, there's a couple of books that are ruined. So they're busy trying to reorganize and all of that. You can't understand what they're saying, but you don't need to.
All right, and the dragon.
The dragon is trying to reorder its pile of currency of its hoard. Because obviously it kind of all got thrown around a lot during the, ramming, as well as when the ship was getting Tokyo drifted, and then when the ship got slammed.
And that includes the mimic.
Yeah, but they also didn't take any damage inside of that area. It was just more everything getting thrown around. Which leads to a grumpy dragon that is trying to, reorder its hoard.
Oh, against better judgment, she's going to attempt to help with putting things back where they belong. Because she's been there more than a couple times.
You are right that is against better judgment, though, because the dragon is being a little bit, in a mood. Because its hoard just got messed with, so, you're getting kicked out very fast.
Okay, then she's helping the librarian instead.
Probably a better choice.
See, it's not about whether or not the help would be accepted. It's about whether or not it would be noticed the help was given.
Yeah, I wonder why Temple presented that side of the boat as the target, non-important areas.
Yeah, the other side of the boat would have been the twins' nest, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been happy about that.
You're welcome.
By the way, some of the little follower orphans that were following behind Care are just taking the cannon and bringing it back down at this point. Putting it back where it belongs.
You find anything good, twins?
That is a great question. Tao? They will, of course, check its stomach.
Yep, go ahead and roll perception.
Because, any treasure would probably be in there.
And you'll know if you find any ambergris because you'll have to roll for gag reflex.
Yeah, it's not like they breathe.
Exactly.
It's almost a 1.
Yeah, it did almost go to 1, but hey!
Just looked at it mean.
Inside the whale, you do find the remnants of multiple ships. Granted, the ships are mostly destroyed and all of that sort of stuff. But some of them do still have some boxes of treasure or loot or other various things inside. You are able to tell that a good couple of these ships are pirate ships. or were, merchant vessels. So,
Ooh, more trade goods. So yeah, so they're just gonna, pull Merlin and start transporting it all out to our ship. They'll cut a hole in the side to make it easier.
you don't need to do that.
Oh,
There's
okay.
already a hole in the side.
There's already a massive, well, relatively, it's not massive, but it's massive enough that you could definitely move stuff through it, hole through it. Because remember from the flamethrower thing?
Well, yeah, fair. But yeah, that's what they're gonna be working on.
For a first use, I get the feeling that you're pretty happy with your flamethrower.
My only regret is the boys weren't able to see it.
Yeah, they were too busy sacrificing themselves against a bunch of demons protecting an area they were told to protect.
All right. Are we starting to wrap up session then?
Yeah, we're gonna be.
All right. One final closing note, since so much time has gone by, is that Care and Atlas, they're still idling where they were when they were given their last command.
And? That's normal.
No, normally she has them doing various things and she micromanages them.
Rank up.
Is that something open for anybody who might perceive it?
This hamlet shall not fall.
Who's on the top deck?
Oh. Sabadaba.
Say da ba da ba da ba da.
Ba-da ba-da.
Ba da ba da ba.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Ba da ba da.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Is
Hello there,
Is Gold?
Seda. Welcome in. How was your stream? Hope you had a good time. Thank you for that raid. We are about to switch from our Ascent to Ascend tabletop campaign over to another game, so yeah, we'll be wrapping this up here soon, rolling credits and stuff, but we will still be streaming. Thanks for sharing your community, though, Seda. What was going?
alright, hey Gaul, you up there?
Yes, I am.
Wazilia's minions are not moving around. Can you go check on her? She's probably doing something heretical.
I mean, technically.
Do I know where she is?
Gaul does
Go
the
check.
whole zoom
Go down
around
to the
whole-
bottom. To her hold. Not in there. Check through here. Look. Is the door open?
Tao?
Sorry, what was the question?
Is the door open?
I mean, probably. The area is kind of like damaged, so the door doesn't even quite sit right in the frame right now. So
Rose is just assisting the librarian with sorting the books by levels of damage, making sure none are sitting open or anything like that.
But the important question is, notice the books are all screwed up, but the purity seals on the door, I bet they're still intact.
Rose, checking on you, seeing if everything's okay. I see your minions aren't moving.
They'll be fine.
Okay. Go back and let Timber know.
He's like, I can read the room. I'm out.
Rose says that they're going to be fine.
Where is she?
In the book armory.
Disgusting! Well, I'm glad you looked for it, not me. That place is horrible. Well, go, good job today. I'll give you one of my rations. Temple gives him a can.
Oh boy, the size of my head.
Well, you know, you're the only one who actually appreciates, you know, the Imperial ration. But you deserve it today. Treat yourself.
For the Kaiserin.
It was like packed, I don't know, months ago. It was fresh at one point.
Got it?
Yeah, the only thing I think Snow would do after all the bodies have been wrapped up in cloth is he'd probably go to the whale and what bits that he would consider to be useful, he'd start carving off.
Storyteller?
Yep.
Can Tempo ask for guidance from the Kaiserin of where would be a good place to fix the washed ship in the Imperial Navy?
You want to roll for guidance? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Let me find it. Oh, the Kaiserin! Help!
I think the twins, while he's doing that, and while after getting everything moved over, are gonna just set to float or fly and start doing repairs off the side of the ship.
All right. Go ahead and make a craft check for that. Timber, you think, it's not always the clearest about where to, about the Kaiserin's guidance at times. Generally you just get pushes or pulls or feelings about this or confirmations. You are going to feel like the best way and place to get repairs is going to be towards the west and a little bit to the north, which is the direction that you were supposed to be going a bit for trying to find the pirates, or the Hoskavanians. Although you're just supposed to go due west for that, this would take you slightly off course, but you could get out of the way of it.
Tibble, as everybody's doing their own thing, he's just gonna turn the boat a little bit and just go in that direction without saying anything.
All right. Twins, you're definitely getting to at least some work on the side of the ship, and you're still doing a good job. But maybe it's just because of the fact that you're trying to repair something that's, still being driven. There's still waves, and you have to be really careful about what you're doing while it's on the move. But You guys definitely feel like you could be doing some better work.
Yeah.
It's still really good work, but it's definitely not even approaching your average.
I guess before the boat shoves off, Snow would probably yell towards Alexi and just, do you know what are the better bits to carve off this thing?
For what? For like food or well, while you're in there, there should be some really small bones in this part of the whale. I kind of need those, but I think it's usually the blubber is good to make oil from. I don't do whales often.
All right, does anyone actually know anything about whales, which are the good bits to carve off, besides the blubber?
What kind of knowledge check do you want there, Tal? Or would you want survival?
I'd say survival or what was it, like knowledge nature or whatever?
I'll give both. And let you tell me what I uncover from that. And
It's a fish.
yeah. Man, they were doing great earlier, and how, oof.
Yeah, they aren't doing too hot right now. But you are rolling well enough to realize that most bones inside of a whale would obviously be very large. However, some of the smaller bones that would be available. An example would be the pectoral fins, which would definitely be a more workable size.
Also, where the heck did this thing shoot lightning out of? The Snow wouldn't have seen that.
Oh no, it literally like generated around it, like on its skin.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Thoughts?
This is an example about the size of some pectoral fins of the sperm whale for the bones. Those are some of the smaller bones you can find on a whale.
Yes. Alexi wants the smaller bones. Well, Snow will definitely get the smaller pectoral fin bones. If no one says otherwise, Snow will probably start taking the skin and anything else that looks maybe remotely useful for the boat. Aside from once he gets that, he's just going to chunk off a bunch of blubber and probably process that later.
Tanya.
Keyboard noises?
No. Echo.
So yeah, no, that's fine. Go ahead and roll a survival check for material collection.
Well, for Caden. 19.
All right. Yeah, you'll be able to get a good bit of the stuff you were going for. Definitely, it's only going to be like a small segment of the whole, but then again, you can't exactly grab the whole thing here.
No, he wasn't expecting to grab a small bit of this whale is probably going to fill a good portion of the cargo hold.
Yes, it will. But yeah.
And Snow will definitely be taking barrels, and if he can scoop out the ambergris, that'll be the first thing that goes into the barrels. It stinks. It's whale vomit. But my God, do rich people love applying their whale vomit.
All right. That's probably going to do it for us here, though. Everyone's doing their aftermath actions.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was our biannual broadcast of Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder, as well as a little bit of an Art Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
See you guys.